Welcome back everyone, and today we are going to be making enchiladas. Now I'm going to be doing this vegetarian style, but you could easily do this with chicken or beef. I'm going to start by putting 2 tablespoons of oil in a saucepan and follow that up with 2 tablespoons of butter. Then I'm going to give that a short, quick mix and add in half a cup of diced onion. Then I'm going to saute that up and add in all my spices. Now the spice mix I'm going to be using is 1.5 tablespoons of chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, half a teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a pinch of cinnamon. Now that everything's in the pan, I'm going to give that a quick mix and let those spices toast up a little bit. After everything is done sitting and getting to know each other, I'm going to throw in 3.5 tablespoons of flour. Now, once we have our spiced roux, we're just going to try and cook the flour out of it as much as we can, and add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Then we are going to thoroughly mix that and make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom of the pan. Then we are going to add 2 cloves of garlic minced up. After mixing and toasting up the tomato paste for a while, then I add 2 cups of vegetable broth. You can use chicken stock if you like. Then I whisk that up and make sure that everything is incorporated and my roux thickens up. Now this next step is totally optional, but if you want a smoother sauce that doesn't have a bunch of onion chunks in it, you can blend it up to make it smooth. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Then I let it simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes. You then want to use a rubber spatula to scrape the bottom of the pan so nothing sticks and burns. After the time is up, then I throw that into a container to cool down. And that is how you make homemade enchilada sauce. Once you make this, you'll never want to buy another can of enchilada sauce from the store. It's super easy and doesn't take that much time to make, so you can easily make this in the morning or right before you make your enchiladas. Now for my version of vegetarian enchiladas, I'm going to heat up some oil in a pan and throw in about half an onion and half a bell pepper. I'm then going to saute that up until the onions are translucent. Then I'm going to throw in about 1 cup of frozen spinach. And then I'm going to throw in 1 can of black beans. Give that a nice mix and add in about a 1/4 cup of the enchilada sauce. This is going to act as a glue and hold the mixture together. Now it's time to put everything together. I'm going to throw a couple tablespoons of the sauce down and spread that out evenly. The sauce at the bottom is going to make sure that everything gets 100% coated. Then I'm going to take 1 tortilla, throw a little bit of cheese down, and add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of filling, and roll that up. And I'm just using a Mexican blend of cheeses and flour tortillas. Now in my Pyrex I can fit about 12 tortillas in the pan, but that all depends on how big you want your enchiladas and how big your pan is. Now you're going to pour the enchilada sauce all over the tortillas and make sure that everything is covered in sauce. Now I like to take a small can of green chilies and spread that on top the entire thing. And next I like to put a thick layer of cheese on top. I usually use 1 of these bags for the filling and the topping. And that goes into a 350-degree oven for about 20 to 30 minutes, or until the cheese is melted and things are bubbling on the sides. Once it's done, I like to let it cool down for about 5 minutes before digging in. Enchiladas are super easy and super fun to make, and these are very, very delicious. It takes no time at all to prep everything out and cook everything. And with this sauce, you can easily make it in the morning and use it later that night. And this will hold in your refrigerator for about a week. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff just like this.